Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home, and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home and to gain the tools for our children.
Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now.
Welcome back. We are here live on the Artist Exchange Radio Show Day. I think today is going to be Poetry Day.
Ooh.
We're going to have a few members of the Do More Poetry team, the Do More Slam, phenomenal, world-renowned, award-winning, reigning champions.
They got several champions.
Yes. A few of them will be stopping by today. We did a camp called Maya Baraka Writing Institute. It wasn't a camp. It was a writing institute. We did that this summer. We ended it last night. If you got to watch the Artist Exchange show yesterday, you got to see bits and pieces of it. We actually were live there. So the show was going on, but you all probably was watching our awesome commercial breaks. So with that being said, so we got to finish it yesterday. The young people that pulled through, that finished, I have so much respect for you. And the ones that didn't, hey, try again next year. And that's just what it is. Like, it's work. This is not a kumbaya. This is not hold your hand. This is real life work experiences that we're developing. But they're on their way here. But in front of me, I have Miss Grace Givens, Miss Precious Love of Poets for Dinner. Actually, poetry for dinner. Poets for dinner.
Poets for dinner.
Poets for dinner will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. sharp.
Yes.
Be there or be square and be
or hungry. Yeah, I was going to say or hungry because, people going to eat fast. Tomorrow the menu is breakfast. So you already know.
I love
breakfast for dinner is like the best meal in the world.
It is breakfast for any time of the day.
Exactly. Like we're gonna have some chocolate chip pancakes that are vegan friendly. Ooh,
that's what I'm talking about.
We're gonna have.
Don't tell me if it's vegan. Just don't tell me.
Just don't tell you, because it's going to be delicious. I promise you. Like I already tasted one. It's really good. We're gonna have some shrimp and grits. But I do my version of shrimp and grits, which includes shrimp, some crab meat, some lobster. I don't like
all included or separated.
All included, honey.
Yes. Yes. I'm going through some elderly issues. So some arthritic issues. So seafood is off the plate.
Oh man.
I know it sucks that way.
That's not fair for you.
It's not. I'm
sorry for your taste buds. Because it's going to be so delicious.
And I love seafood. I thought I was doing something. I'm only going to eat seafood.
Right. No. Because that can kill you too,
Because I overate it. Because I was trying to get beef and all that. And pork. I can't eat pork, beef, or seafood. Like, what's the point?
Nope.
Too much chicken.
And I was about to say, soon you're not even going to be able to eat chicken.
They already saying that because there's too much protein in your urine, and that's an issue because then they start calcifying. And everything calcifies. Like, what is that? All this calcium. Like, what is going on?
Calcium and soy. Soy is in everything. Yeah. And I didn't think it was that big of a deal, right? Until
they told us that's what
I started cooking for Poets for Dinner, right? And cooking for Poets for Dinner, you get everybody's dietary restrictions and stuff like that. And the thing is, with me starting to try to branch out and cook vegan food and stuff like that, everyone's like, okay, yes, it's good that you're going vegan, but make sure you're not using soy because soy is bad for you now too.
Well, soy.
Well, too much soy, I should say.
But for men, it increases your estrogen in your system. So now we are walking around with man boobs and bootyliciousness and all that. But you can't win for losing. That's why I didn't even watch that documentary, What the Health, because I mean, you can't drink water, you can't breathe air. Like, what are we left with? You can't
eat food.
We just all will die of starvation, asphyxiation.
Like this morning while I was shopping starting shopping for Poets for Dinner, I was trying to get fruit, right? And me and Danny ended up getting in an argument because I said, no, we have to get the seeded fruit, because if you get the seedless fruit, that's the fake fruit. That's what they made in the labs. Yeah. I said, you gotta get the real stuff. She's like, oh my God, there's too many rules to food. Why can't we just eat?
We could at one time. Like McDonald's was not a problem at one time. But when they wanted to save money and cut back, they start using sludge and slime in place of meat.
And tried to make it expand, Yeah,
and they started. I kept seeing these videos of these cows with these holes in them, and they have these little like tops that they screw off, and they dig in and remove like the fecal matter because the cow isn't using the restroom properly.
Oh my gosh.
They're feeding them corn. And they're feeding them like corn. Like, well, most of the reason that meat products are so bad is because and I hate to say this before Poets for Dinner, but I'm just saying.
No, it's fine, because guess what? I've honestly taken the time out, investigated all of this stuff, and everything that I use is either 100% organic, farm raised, like free. When I say everything is free, it's free, okay?
But that was the problem, because most of the animals are being fed with corn instead of grass or natural products, because corn fills them up, but it has no nutritional value. So it begins to cause cancerous, and it makes it tougher. And then now I believe they just passed a law that allowed people who grow chickens to send them overseas to get processed and bring them back. And we saw videos of people overseas injecting the chickens with water so they'll be heavier. So they charge you more per pound. But you're damaging the meat. So the meat isn't necessarily the problem. It's how it's being raised, how it's being
they're also giving them the GMO vegetables too. Like, we're not just the only people eating it. The animals are eating it as well. That's why you always hear vegans with their big agenda, no, give up meat. But shoot, you gotta be careful with the vegetables too, because they be fake.
Right, and you can have processed vegan food.
So
I mean, understand and do your research. But a lot of people aren't really thinking in terms of that, especially vegans. Everybody can't eat a straight vegan diet. It's just not possible, because there are people out here passing out, and it's people that you look at like they're not healthy eating vegan, because it's not necessarily you need certain things, but a lot of people now are saying you don't need to eat meat to get certain things, but everybody can't eat like that. Especially when we've been eating this way, and our bodies have grown adjusted to those things. So without them, you're going to do more damage to yourself than anything. Now, I believe in incorporating like vegan and vegetarian meals into what you eat, just to balance it out, so I don't have to eat as much meat. I can bring this in. But you have to overthink, and I hate when people learn something and they begin to use it as a weapon instead of a tool. And you're not speaking for everybody. There are people out here on certain medications
they'll condemn you based on what your eating lifestyle. That's the new thing. Your eating lifestyle.
Right, I know plenty of fat vegans.
Right,
I'm sorry, you fat.
That's true. Vegan. That's true, because for instance, Buddha.
He
ended up as big as he was. He got big because all he ate was rice and vegetables.
And all that sugar and starch. So it's plenty of different things. We're learning more, but you cannot beat people over the head with what you just learned.
Not to mention, what works for you does not work for everybody.
It's people out there pregnant. It's people there on certain medications that can't eat like that because they can't sustain their health. And like the health of a baby eating strictly certain things because it's just not in there, and you have to do that research. It's not for everybody.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I'm sorry, people.
But you're fine because Pose for Dinner is tomorrow, and we did the research. We invested the time. That's why it takes us literally 2 days to go shopping for Pose for Dinner, because we are very selective in where we buy our food from, how the food was processed, how the food got there. Like,
do y'all use the produce market up there off of 29th Street?
Normally I go to the one that's over in Westside Shopping Center. Well, not Westside Shopping Center. I'm sorry, Westside High School or Emerson.
Because they give you a big bag and it's mixed stuff in there. The
yeah.
bag that is a pre-sorted bag.
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes. Oh, I always seem to miss that. I be trying to like make it to that one or make it to the.
You can go there now or today. They're open. I think Tuesday through Sunday.
Okay.
But in the wintertime they still do it, but it's limited because of course it's the wintertime.
Right.
And everything is fresh farm raised within this area. But they give you like the big IKEA blue bag and it's like all mixed produce, and just for me, I think it's
what's that called? Gather Baltimore?
Yeah. So it's like I think $10 to $11 for that one big bag, and for me,
I was
it's too much produce if it's just for me.
I was about to say, from what I've seen from the pictures, it's huge bags of food that they give.
Yeah, and it's like you can pick what you want, but I think that costs a little bit more. But it's like a pre-sorted bag, and it's all types of vegetables and stuff like that. So if you're into juicing, that's the place to go.
Oh yeah,
because it gives you so much at one time, but. I just think it's phenomenal. Like my friend gave me, we split a bag and we still had too much because it's just, if you single, that's still a lot of produce because produce you have to buy that on a weekly basis.
Or you could cook it and freeze it.
Produce?
Yes, produce. You can cook it and freeze it. Like for instance, if you have greens or whatever, right? Greens are really good. They hold up well. You can cook them. Put them in the freezer bag, throw them in the back of your freezer.
But
they
you
be
gotta
good for like 2 weeks.
You gotta plan when you go eat them. You
right, that's the
plan,
thing.
though.
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna
I'm gonna eat this, a couple times over the next 2 weeks.
Right.
But my mind don't think like that. I be hungry now. I can't think about tomorrow because then I'm gonna eat that thinking about tomorrow. I'm gonna eat it right now. So yeah, but it's a lot. And then produce goes bad earlier now because you gotta buy it and eat it. Yeah. You can't just have it. That's why juicing has gotten so popular because it forces you to use the stuff right then and there. But juicing, instead of
but you can freeze that too
with the fruits and stuff. I just don't like freezing food. My mother was like she had a deep freezer. She had another freezer. Like I'm not big on frozen food because the taste is definitely different. Like you can taste the difference between something fresh and it's been frozen. Like certain meats, of course, you freeze them, but they have a shelf life to them. I
was about to say everything does have a shelf life, and you're right though, because once you defrost the food, what you're doing is you're essentially draining the juices from the actual food itself.
So we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back here with Miss Grace. Ports for dinner. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show, only on BigExposedRadio.com.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're going to get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all. So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart, that's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, bangy, ratchet, whatever, however you like to put it, classify it, but I like to say bangy, because I'm classy.
Bangy is a little classier.
It's a little classier. That's got your pinky up.
Right.
Got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the B's, the bougie, the bangy.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's created her own lane, Banji Soul. So let us know how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to like change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you did a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live.
What you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Listen to Elizabeth Warren talking about Black lives and Black life.
Police are not occupying armies. This is America, not a war zone. I speak today with full knowledge that I have not personally experienced and can never truly understand the fear, the oppression, and the pain that confronts African Americans every day.
Don't you just want to kill yourself? I mean, not from what she was saying, but from the music that was playing in the background. I just want to, gosh, but every word she said was prolific, and it did not come from what is now becoming mainstream is white privilege. She has a sensibility about her.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Because it was like the day, it was like our holiday, so we got off. But I said, okay. Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live only on BeExposedRadio.com. I have Miss Grace Givens.
Ooh.
You can't hear? Can she sit right here? This mic? Oh, put it down. Oh no, you can sit right here. It was a mic. It was in my face. So we're here. Right. We're here with Miss Grace Givens, the founder and creator of Poets for Dinner. Let us know a little bit about what Poets for Dinner is. Let us know where it's going to be at, all the expletives, all that.
Long story short, Poets for Dinner is a local event that takes place the last Sunday of every month. It's free. That's free food. It's a free show. You get a free hug as soon as you walk into the door. And I'm not talking about one of those uncle and aunt hugs that you do in church where you stick your butt out hugs. No, I'm talking about uplifting your whole soul hug. Also, we've been in existence for about 5 years or so. Yes, that's a long time of feeding people. We have a Facebook page. We also have an Instagram. We're working on Snapchat. I gotta clear up some data on my phone apparently. But please follow us on selfies. Yes, all my selfies. I'm sorry. But please follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more information. Also to get an uplifting message, because that's one of the things that we strive to do is uplift the community. Like not just feed people, even though food is great. And I'm not just saying it because I cook it. I have witnesses. The food is actually tasty.
It's tasty. It's tasty, but just don't tell me when it's fake. Don't tell me when it's fake.
Don't tell me. Just leave it surprise.
Yeah, I don't even look at the little labels you put on stuff. I just eat it. If it look like something like I'm not eating that, I'll go past it. But I don't want to hear chicken and it's not chicken.
By fake he means vegan, like the vegan substitute, because it's all real food. That's another thing that we make sure of. It's all real food, okay, Nate? But it's the vegan substitute.
You know what I mean.
We're housed out of the City Arts 2 building. That's 1700 Greenmount Avenue. The doors open at 6 p.m. sharp.
You can see right in.
By 6:15.
You gotta walk by.
Yes, as soon as you walk by, you'll see. You can, like he said, literally see right in, but you'll also see some balloons, because I started the whole balloon thing, because it gives you the feeling of party. I don't know.
Okay.
I like balloons. I don't know. It does something to me.
I like birthday cake.
Exactly. You know, it just work out.
You ever went to the market and bought birthday cake just because?
I used to, honestly, when I first started doing post for dinner, I used to go to the market and get strawberry shortcake.
That's too much. I just need a regular cake.
No, I love the strawberry shortcake with all the whipped cream and the strawberries on the outside. But
Sam's Club. I mean, they not giving us no, but I'm gonna call them now that I said their name. Best birthday cake ever. It's so moist.
Yeah.
And they inject theirs with strawberry preserve or
for real,
whatever the thing is.
That sounds good.
They can inject the cake with it.
That sounds good. You know who else makes good cake? D Green.
Who's that?
D Green Deshawn, also one of the cooks for Pose for Dinner. She makes great. She made your birthday cake with the stuff. What was it? M&Ms.
Yeah.
On the inside that poured out. Yes, and liquor.
Yeah.
She snuck that in on us.
I have no tolerance for liquor. Like, I just, my body just don't. Alcohol is just. I'm sensitive. I'll be the person that you could like take advantage of after a drink or two.
Ooh.
Couldn't do it. But it's tomorrow at 6 p.m. sharp.
Yes.
How could they find out more information or donate or?
Again, please follow us on Instagram and on Facebook at Poets for Dinner. Or you can feel free to call our hotline, which is at 707-335-6837.
They got a hotline?
Yes, we have a hotline, honey. In fact, it spells out PFD Loves.
So give them the rules for Poets for Dinner.
Yes. So our rules are pretty simple. Our number one rule is eat, damn it. That's the most important rule, eat, damn it.
Because they start you off with a plate.
Yes.
So you get nice and comfortable and you just want to lay back and listen.
Yes. And our goal, too, is like if there is leftover food for you to take a plate home with you, either for yourself or to hand it out to somebody else. What, handing it to somebody?
Ain't nobody even doing that. Ain't nobody even giving you no to-go plate. Like, they give you a free meal and you get a to-go plate.
Yes.
Who does that? Like, I regret not coming in the beginning. I tell her this story all the time. When I was in college when somebody first told me. And I was like, I don't know about this eating from people. They like poets, so they might be a little, hippie and doing that. But the food is really good. Like, they wear gloves. It's prepared. It's heated properly. It's cooled properly. Like, I trust it. My stomach does not trust much. And everybody that I bring is addicted. Damonn is addicted. What's his name? Robbie. Everybody just keeps coming back. Everybody wants it. And don't just stop off, eat, and then leave. No.
Please don't be a freeloader.
Don't be a freeloader. That's a freeloader right
there.
Yes,
that's a freeloader.
That's a freeloader.
I mean, it's a perfect date night, because it's more than just poetry. We have singers, we have comedians, we have actors. Thanks to Nate, he started bringing some actors out. I had to shout you out for that, definitely. Because the one dude, oh my gosh, to this day, my wife is still up in her bunches of oats over because he fake proposed to her. But he acted so good. She was like, oh no.
That was Gavin Bates. He went to Morrison.
Yes. Like, you really had to been there because it was just wonderful. It was just wonderful. But, so that first rule was eat them. The second rule is respect the non-mic space because we don't have a microphone because I like to keep things as organic as possible because I feel like you connect better once we're all on the same level. So at Pose for Dinner, there is no hierarchy. There's no, okay, I've been doing this for 25 years, put me on the mic. No, everybody has to go through the same process. You get your name put into the bowl and people pick you out in the order that the universe dictates, pretty much. But so with that rule, that allows for the third rule, which is watch. You can watch us, watch each other, and watch what happens. Exactly.
Oh, watch what happens.
Watch what happens, which is magic, because it always ends up being magic. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, every night we just always get this wandering soul that enters and just changes the whole everything in there.
Everything.
Like, the one time we had the lady Mary who came in, did the song poem about her boyfriend. We have musicians. We have everything. Like,
a little bit of everything.
Exactly.
So get out. What's the address again?
1700 Greenmount Avenue. City Arts 2 building.
And it says City Arts. Yeah, it says City Arts building. It's maybe like 2 blocks from North Avenue.
Exactly.
Before you get to North Avenue.
Exactly.
Come on out. Share.
Sharing is
Bring
caring.
a piece. They let you read off your phone, so
yes,
it's no judgment zone. Come on out.
Exactly.
Eat. And then this weekend you can buy some jewelry.
Oh yes! Oh my gosh! I forgot. How could you let me forget the most important part? Oh my gosh! This month we have been blessed and fortunate enough to have Mr. Yes, coming out with the lovely accessories, with the jewelry, the earrings, you feel me?
A little something. That's what we do.
Because I got some black and red African earrings. Yes, you will be seeing me with them on tomorrow. I got to find my heels.
So I just put that into the little, the little pot.
Yes.
That we pass around.
Because again, it's the event is free. His jewelry, of course, is all reasonably priced.
Yes,
very, very reasonable. But again, the event is free, and so what we do to kind of compensate some of the costs is we pass the bowl around. And when I mean by some of the costs, I mean energy-wise, in addition to money. Yeah. So even if you're broke, if you just rub some love on the bowl,
just like you touch the altar.
Exactly. Pray on it.
Abundance.
Yes, that's our word, abundance.
So Graces have to go because she got to go get the food. Yeah. I don't want nobody be like she's skipped it because she was doing the artist exchange show. So no, she's going to go eat. Get the food.
Yeah.
So we'll see you tomorrow, 6:00, City Arts Building.
Yes.
So thank you, Grace.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. Don't go anywhere.
Peace.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story, adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show. So, since we're talking about the book, can you give people a synopsis of what the book is? And what's the name of the book again, and then what it's about?
The name of the book is From Trial to Afflictions. More than one, because there were more than one afflictions.
Yes.
The book is talking about, actually, it's my life story. And I have to add in there that when that prophet told me, he said, tell your story, write the story. He said, and God said, tell your addiction. Now, see, I'm not going to tell the addiction because you have to get the book to read it. But it was about deliverance. Mm-hmm. It was about all the, trials and tribulations we go through. People that come into our life, even people that come to try and break you down or draw you down so that you can't stand for God or worship Him through your situation, because that's the adversary using them. We have to know that. But through it all, I was still praying and fasting. I needed help from God. I really did. I needed help from God to see me through. And for anyone that's going through, I say that this book is about different afflictions.
Yes.
Going through them, how you get through them. And I had a sister pushing me too, praying for me. I thank God for that again.
Yes.
But it also talks about deliverance. There is deliverance in the process.
Yes.
And you have to be willing willing to see yourself first to know that you need deliverance.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Business owners, need more customers? Offer fantasy sports contests and generate more sales. Restaurants, bars, hotels, auto dealerships, real estate offices. Whatever your business, fantasy sports contests can help you increase your sales and bring you more loyal customers. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. Our software lets you customize contests fast and easy for your brand. That's right. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. That's 888-55-SPORT or visit Fanify.com.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
What's up, and welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. I got tongue tied for a second. I'm your host. Unfortunately, oh, y'all see my breakfast? Sorry. That's crazy. My mind just keeps going blank. So Damonn is not here today. He'll be joining us very soon, but unfortunately his wife was she died yesterday. I want to say yesterday morning. So my condolences go out to his family, his children, to the family of his wife. Losing someone can never be an easy thing, but we have to really support individuals. So check up on people, call people, really stay in touch. Not just for the sake of when something happens, but prior to. You know, we don't know the hour, we don't know the moment, we don't know the day, we don't know the time, the date. So let's just stay more connected. Let's talk to each other more. Let's not have any regrets when you see somebody laid up in a casket. So our condolences go out to Hollywood and his family and his children in this time. I know it's a fresh wound, but Damonn, shout out to you. Call in if you feel comfortable. But everybody, try to send your love, your support. You can post it to the Artist Exchange page or to the video live that you're listening to. We're waiting for some of the Do More Poets to join us. They'll be here shortly. But going to our live feed, we got Miss Lakeisha Love Dawn. I see you. Where and what is the place you're talking about? It's at the City Arts Building. And I'm going to get the address. She just said it just now. But it's the City Arts 2 building right on Greenmount Avenue, right before you get to North Avenue if you're coming up from downtown or coming from east. So definitely come on by. It's the Poets for Dinner. You get a nice dinner, like it's like a buffet style. 1700 Greenmount. Thank you. 1700 Greenmount Avenue, the City Arts 2 building. Come on out. It's a free meal. When I don't just eat from anybody, but the food is good. You get a nice eclectic blend of poetry, musicians, songs, rappers, a little bit of everything. That come by. Poets for Dinner. You can get up there. If you've never performed, it would be your first time performing. You find a poem, you find a monologue, you find something. You can just get up there and speak what's on your heart. We have plenty of individuals that do that. So definitely come on out. I'll be there. Hopefully, you know, if my engineer and production assistant isn't doing anything, they can definitely stop by It's very free. Come on by, spend Sunday afternoon with the Artist Exchange at the Poets for Dinner event. What else is going on? Last week was Artscape. If you miss Artscape, you're crazy. I had a blast. I went all 3 days. I never have gone all 3 days just to enjoy it without having to participate or be in some program of some sort. But this year was a little different. It didn't feel as eventful as years past. I don't know why that is. Maybe it was the weather. It did rain a little bit on Saturday and Sunday. But other than that, it kept the weather cool. It kept the weather really relaxed, so it wasn't normally it's very uncomfortable at Artscape because it's so hot, but it wasn't that hot this year. We went on Friday with the Maya Baraka Writing Institute. We all went together, so we got to see a lot of stuff, and we went during the daytime. I never really go that early, so we were there like midday to 4 o'clock. It was a lot of fun. We got to see a lot of different events. I then went back on Saturday and I met a lot of the vendors that I know. So I went around and supported them. Me and Damonn. We got plenty of video and pictures of our excursion if you look on the Artist Exchange page. So we went out and enjoyed Artscape for that day, and it really it was fun. I have footage of. So the theme this year was camping. So this year they had a whole eventful camp theme, and they had one section of Artscape where it was like this turf that they put down, and they had all these activities that you would do at camp, like music and crafting and all these different things. They had one booth where it was like they were on a cheese bus and they was doing hair. So anybody, you could have went and got your hair braided for free, and they was just doing hair braiding. It was a couple of young ladies who was just braiding people's hair. Damonn got his mohawk braided, his high top braided. So that was very fun to sit there and watch him get his hair braided. So that happened on Saturday. So I really visited a lot of the past guest events. So if you were a guest on the show, I came try to go past your stall or your table or come see you perform. Saturday was also the day. No, not Saturday, but Sunday I went back because a couple more of the people who have been guests on the show, they had the artist compound had that event, Cityscape, on at the Why Not for Artscape. Was right there. So they were like the last stop for Artscape, and I watched a number of their performances. Shawana, Connor, who else performed? I think I just saw those two performers. A lot of cool T-shirts. The Black Genius Art Movement. I got a shirt. Who was the other person? The Fly Nerds. I got me a nice Fly Nerds T-shirt. So definitely get out and support. When you say there's nothing going on in the city, there's so much. Especially out the summer and the fall, there's so many events going on. Just go to the Baltimore City page or BOPA or any arts group on Facebook that's in Baltimore. It's so much going on. So take some time, go to your events. If you have Facebook, go to your event page and just take part in it. Like, really take part in it. It's so much going on. It's so much to see. It's so much to do. Just in the course of a week, it's so many open mics going on, festivals coming up. September the 9th is actually the anniversary for the Artist Exchange. We'll be celebrating the anniversary that morning. But then that evening, we're going to the Sticky Bun Festival with Lakia, Ayana, that will joining us as a co-host coming August. So in September the 9th, their Sticky Month Festival is happening. So take part in it. Like, it's so much going on. If you don't see something that you like, do your event. Like, make your event something that people can go to. So definitely look forward for that. Also, if your young person is if you know a young person or you yourself as an adult, you're looking for acting classes, my acting classes start back up this fall. So definitely hit me up at the Artist Exchange Radio Show at gmail.com, or you can call me on my business line at 443-839-0118 to schedule either a one-on-one class, or if you want to do one of my group classes. I'll have more information for that next week. When we come back next Friday, I'll have all the information as far as when the classes are happening. You'll be seeing posts on sign-up time. So if you're interested in taking classes, or if you're interested in being a part with your young person, or you come as a family and take the acting. We have a community class, we have adult classes, and we have one-on-one children classes. So if you're preparing for a role, if you're just trying to get into acting, definitely take one of the classes. Again, we have a community class where all ages are welcome. We have a children's one-on-one class, and we have adult one-on-one classes where you can schedule your one-on-one blocks of time. So definitely, please take part in that. I really enjoy giving what I've been able to learn, and that's actually what I did for the Maya Baraka program this summer. I was the acting instructor, and it was very rewarding to me to help individuals learn the craft or the techniques of acting. But what you'll learn in any arts-based program is that it's applicable to whatever you want to be. You know, if you can pick any job field and it gets you ready, there are practical applications for real life that the arts give you, specifically acting, time management. It teaches you conflict resolution. It teaches you analytical skills, how to solve a problem. It teaches you how to negotiate your time versus speaking, public speaking, research. Teaches you history. It's so much that I've gotten and I've learned in taking acting, that a lot of the classes that are associated with those lessons, I didn't get the information that well. But acting allowed me to learn in a different way. Most of us have different learning styles than the majority of the people. So the arts have definitely allowed me to learn in a way that has always been difficult for me to do. So if you're looking to take some classes with me personally, Nate Couser of the Artist Exchange Radio Show, definitely hit me up. You can send me an email if you're interested at the Artist Exchange Radio Show at gmail.com, or you can call me directly at 443-839-0118. Leave a message if I don't answer, and I'll definitely return your call at my earliest convenience. So today on the Artist Exchange Radio Show, we'll be talking to some of the poets from the Adult Poetry Slam team. They actually have a excursion coming up, and we'll post their GoFundMe page. They're traveling out to do another performance. Phenomenal group. I learned a lot from working with the Do More team this summer. A lot about myself, a lot about young people, a lot about just educating people in the arts. We have to get our young people ready for the real world, because most of them are already in the world. Most of them have already gotten a taste of what life can do to you or be for you, and we need to really help them to shape and mold what it is that they're doing. We have this narrative that we don't need college, we don't need education, the system has lied to us, the system has, and all those things are true, but we need to be educated. We need to learn the ways of the people that are against us. We need to learn these things. You know, we can't keep going to YouTube for every lesson that we need. You know, sit in a classroom, and then there are other opportunities. You can go to class online, you can go to class in a class, you know, actually have a classroom. But don't cheat yourself out of an education because who the messenger is. That's the dumbest thing in the world. And I don't say that word often, but that's the dumbest thing in the world, to cheat yourself out of an education because you think the man is lying to you. Well, you find out the facts and you challenge that. You know, education is just like government and laws and policy. You know, if the students at a specific university don't like what they're being taught, you have a voice. You know, we have a student government. You can combat lesson plans. You can combat curriculum. You can combat, you know, a syllabus. You know, if you feel like a teacher is lying to you, if you feel like the education is not worth it, you can go against it. There's student-teacher liaisons. There are the student government. It's so many programs, but don't cheat yourself out. Even if you figure out, maybe I need to go to more of a trade school than it is, but try it first before you just, write it off. We're about to go to a quick break. I want you to call into the show, 410-702-5657. Call in after the break. About 3 minutes, we'll be on break. So take some time out. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. Don't go anywhere.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up! Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Whoa.
The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, this the man that holds it down. Mr. Showtime, D the Boss. Check us out every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
My girl happens to be long distance.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said,
I beat my thing like it owes me money. Sorry.
Because I asked that because so many people are not comfortable.
Here's my thing. It's mine.
That's right.
And you need to know yourself before you can have somebody please. If you can't tell nobody how to please you, if you don't know how to please yourself.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We back on. Welcome back. We're back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. Some of the two of the Do More ladies have joined us. Miss Lady Brion and Chin-Yer,
Hey.
Right? Everybody on sleepy time.
Hey.
So real quick, let us know who you are. Can each one of you just move over because the camera on that side is off?
You want me to go?
Yeah, if you just sit on that side. So we have Lady Brion and Miss Chin-Yer Wright joining us. We're all is it stuck? Oh, it's the wheel on it. So we're here recuperating from the Maya Baraka Writing Institute. These two ladies worked the hardest yesterday. I could tell it was easier for me the last couple of days. But tell us who you are and what you do, what your thing is.
Okay. Well, I'm Lady Brion. I am a professional poet and an educator. I also work with Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle as the cultural curator, and I am a board member for Do More Baltimore.
Ooh, Miss Chin-Yer.
I guess I'm wearing my Do More hat today. Well, I'm a board member of Do More Baltimore. I'm the director of the Maya Baraka Writers Institute. I'm also the founder director of the Baltimore scene, and I organize literary events, including the Crown Awards and several other events. One of the largest East Coast slams, Word War, which is coming up September 28th, September 23rd, by the way.
So I'll start with Maya Baraka so we can get into who you are and what you do more. But what's your overall, what was the highlight this summer for you? working with young people, because this was Lady Brion's first time with the camp.
The Writers
Institute
program.
training partnership.
It's not camp.
Boot camp.
Yeah, we can say that.
Maybe that'll be the disclaimer.
Yeah, I like that, boot camp.
Well, for me, it was my first year, and in addition to it being my first year, it was the first year in which Maya Baraka did did several tracks, right? One of those tracks being production, and so the bosses. We were the bosses. So it was a major shift in the atmosphere for the Writers Institute, and so that was a new experience for me, but it was awesome. And I think the highlight for me was really seeing sort of a transformation in my students, where I think that they left understanding that there is an inherent connection between art and activism or community engagement, and they could see, there's a way to sort of attack and talk about social issues through art, which is not something that I think people naturally just sort of know or understand or come to that conclusion. So I was really proud of that. I think, my students really loved when we went canvassing in the community, and they could talk about an event that they were putting on and how it was going to be positive, and it was an event for them and by them, that they were inviting the community to. And I think doing campaigns or canvassing for young people is a really empowering experience, and so I really enjoyed sort of watching the young girls in my class take ownership. Right. Is there anything that you would want to do differently? Or I know we got this meeting tomorrow on this Monday, but like this overall, just not even content wise, but just interacting with the students or programming that you want to see have that department grow a little bit more? I think it's twofold. One, I am interested in sort of planning things out a bit differently, so that the girls or whoever's in my class would have more time to plan out, especially the final production, because if you are, sort of building the plane as you fly, it takes a lot more time to make everything happen. Right. And so starting earlier in the 5-week course would be, I think, a lot more effective. And then the second thing is, I think that Maya Baraka in and of itself and the 4 tracks that we offer will be really amazing, more than just a summer program, but essentially as an after-school program, so that you can have a year-long or multi-year training program for young people to cultivate their art and see the connection between sort of entrepreneurship and artistic endeavors, and they could begin to really develop themselves as young professionals in the field of whether it be hip-hop, spoken word poetry, acting, or curation. And I think, an after-school program would yield even greater results. Because we would probably see more results in terms of, I saw plenty of them that could not necessarily go and start their own open mic series or do things where they could then graduate and be alumni of the program and be able to bring those resources back. Absolutely. Ms. Chin-Yer, your overall thoughts or highlights from the boot camp?
I almost want to cheat and say ditto what she said, but as I said last night, my definite highlight is seeing some of the poets, especially that were extremely nervous on the first day. Some of them refused to even perform the pre-test because they were so nervous and full of anxiety. Right. And to see them last night fully memorized, fully confident, that was one of my major highlights. And also in Brion's class, the same thing. Some of the ladies didn't look like they were open to public speaking and standing in front of people, and they were on stage last night introducing, different portions of the event. But I was happy of all 4 classes, but those 2 stick out in my mind. Anything you want to see grow or add on? Or she said exactly what I was going to say, like the meeting last night with Corey. Oh, and we discussed, he was pumped. This man was pumped. We're going to be having a meeting about just what she said, so I would love to see a year-long program, not only for youth, though, like Kenneth and I were speaking about this earlier, like a Writers Institute for the adults. A year-long. Yes. Because I think it just helps us, especially with the year-round program. It's amazing what you can do in a short period of time, but if you had them,
you know, a lot of them who can't make it, it gives them more time to really learn what it is that we're doing and not just, you know, do the 1-2 steps and get them up to speed. But it's really how we learn. It was over time. We got short spurts of it, but it was really us doing this long term that really we got our feet wet and learn what it is that we're doing. I think for me, highlight wise, it was more so the programming we did, like that trauma workshop. It's still, I keep talking about it. We talked about it so many times on the show, but that really had an impact on me because it taught the difference between disciplining somebody's behavior and caring enough to figure out what's behind all of that toughness or that hard exterior. And they, I'm the ghetto one. And that would be my mother.
Let me make sure one's.
But that was definitely my highlight. That was definitely something that I really took away from this program with, like, just a better understanding on how to deal with people in general. It's something behind no matter what it is. But if you care to dig deeper, you'll find that you could really be a benefit to them. And then the other one was the telephone experiment we did. Like, it was fun, but based on the Jane Elliott experience, eye color experience, but that really, like, that did something for me. Like, it was fun, but something as simple as what type of phone you have, that it could really divide you. They're all phones. They all do the same thing. They call people. They let you receive calls. But the brand or the type or the color definitely means the difference between you being in this group or you being in that group, and what does that do to your psyche? Like, how does that affect you? But we'll talk more with Chin-Yer and Lady Brion when we return to the Artist Exchange Radio Show only on BigExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right?
Radio Loyalty.
Click that banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Didn't get a chance to tune in last week? Well, here's what you missed on the Artist Exchange radio show.
Being a stage actor, how has that prepared you for comedy?
Oh, man. I think that being a thespian definitely gave me a head start and an advantage over most of the guys who just go right into